There are a lot of guns in Apex Legends, but which ones are the best? Well, that varies from person to person. One might look at the R99 as the equivalent to the Elder Wand, while someone might look at the Devotion the same way. Either way, I'm about to break down my tier list. This is Apex Legends All Weapons Ranked. Okay, here we are. I have got the full-blown list set up. If I actually get to it here. All right, so on my tiers, we've got top tier baby as the number one, best of the best. We've also got good, decently above average guns. We got decent, middle pack, not the best, aka below average, and I may vomit. I think there's only gonna be one gun in I may vomit. I know what it is. We'll get to that soon. Anyways, so first off, I'm not going to be including the care package weapons for obvious reasons. They would just be auto at the top. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to include the turbocharger devotion. I think I'll just count the regular devotion. Same with the bonus on that. I'll take out the bonus wingman and the RE45 and the double tap G7 doesn't make difference. The bonus on that, The only guns that really make a difference with bonuses is P2020 with hammer point and Mozambique hammer point. That's only the major differences that'll change up the game. So anyways, let's get started here. The EVA 8, undoubtedly, I'm going to put in the good tier. Now, I want to disclaim also, let's say if I have the Mastiff here, the counting goes from left to right. If they were both up here, and this is the final list, and those were the top two, number one would be EVA, number two would be Mastiff. It goes in that order. There is a correct order here. It doesn't just randomize. It is just like that. But I'm going to put the EVA 8 here. Extremely underrated in my opinion. Sometimes you can get 7 damage per shot, but most of the time, it's used a lot in pro tourneys and shit. I mean, that's just proof alone. Massive shotgun. You're either going to get 13 damage or 93. I'm actually going to put it up there. Now, if you asked me where I would put it 2 months ago, it would probably be right there. But recently, I've been practicing with the Mastiff shotgun, and it has been surprisingly really well. So, I don't know. I used to always take the EVA 8 over the Mastiff. Now it's kind of 50-50 for me, but I still hold the EVA 8 a little higher. Mozambique here. Right there. If this was pre-Season 7 and it had 3 bullets in the clip, it would be right here. But with 4 bullets in the clip, I've actually ran Mozambique class setups without hammer point that were, actually well done. Now, my favorite class category, the snipers. I run snipers pretty much every game. We're going to put it in the not the best category, but ahead of Mozambique. Now, you might be wondering, oh, but the triple stake's so good. Especially now that it has built-in precision choke, right? The problem with the triple take is the fire rate to damage output. You can shoot it quite a bit, but if you don't wait for that, precision choke power up, you're only going to get 24 damage per shot. So, I don't know. I feel like when a guy's running away and I'm trying to snipe him, I'm trying to fire off, I don't want to wait for that precision choke to charge up. And compared to the next 3, we got some big daddy shots coming in. The Sentinel. We're going to put it in the decent category. Aesthetically, it's probably the best gun in the game for aesthetics, but the damage to fire rate, I mean, it's such a low fire rate to only get 70 to 80 damage per shot. I can't see it being any higher than decent. The longbow. I'm going to put it ahead of the EVA 8 and the Mastiff in the good category. I honestly think that the longbow is the best sniper in the game, just because you can outshot like 55 damage in it, like seconds after second after second. It's just OP it that way. Charge rifle. I'm going to put in the good category, but behind the longbow and the evade. Now you might be wondering why. Well, I feel like the charge rifle has limitations up close. I feel like it's one of those guns where you have to have a scope for it. And overall, if I'm just running around, one of the basic criteria for this list is if I'm running around and I have no guns, what would I rather pick up? And I would rather pick up the evade or the longbow than the charge rifle. Mozambique with Heron Point. Decent. I honestly think not too bad. I often run Hammer Point, either Mozambique or P2020 with a sniper and or scout or hemlock. One of my go-to setups. The Devo. I'm also going to put in the decent category. This used to be the most OP gun in the history of anything possible, but since then it is now, I don't know, I just haven't used it as much. The drop rate is severely decreased, so you don't see it that much. What do we got next? Havoc rifle. This honestly used to be my favorite gun in the game. Like, the Havoc was like my go-to shit for a lot of seasons, but I think they almost overdid the recoil nerfs. And honestly, I would probably put it last, thinking about it. If I'm running around on the ground and I see a triple take, a Mozambique, and a Havoc off spawn, I honestly would go for the Mozambique and or triple take. It's just straight up. I don't know. I haven't used the Havoc rifle in almost 2 seasons because I don't know. I think it just got nerfed to oblivion. The L-Star. Boom. I hate the L-Star. If anyone tells me the L-Star is good, I'll believe you, because I've honestly, just because I think the L-Star is garbage doesn't mean you do. But honestly, if I'm no weapons and I run into an L-Star and I'm going to die, I would not even pick the L-Star up. I can't even describe how crappy that gun is. Flatline. Honestly, we're going up here. So far, the best gun I've seen here, Flatline, I swear at times does way better than what I think it does, because at one point for like a month or two, like the Flatline was hitting every single shot and then it just dropped off and then it comes back. So I don't know what's up with that, but if I saw a Flatline on the ground, I'd be the gun I pick up the most out of all the guns up here so far. Next, the Hemlock. Now, maybe surprising or not, but this is our first top tier baby gun. The Hemlock is extremely good. 3 burst, the headshot critical rate is insane. You can turn it to single fire. It can act as a sniper. Single fire Hemlock is dirty. Burst Hemlock is dirty. You can use it up close. Hip fire is great. Versatile. Literally one of the best guns in the game for me. The Spitfire. Honestly, right there. The iron sight on the Spitfire hinders it from doing anything good in the game. It's better than the Mozambique with no hammer points. It's better than Heavy Rifle, but I would rather take a triple take at this point. The Wingman. Where would I rate the Wingman? You know what? I would probably put it right there. Now, I know damage per second, and in pro tourneys, this is like literally top tier. But for me, I'm not god aim, so the Wingman can be sometimes an actual dog shit weapon for me. But overall, as a pistol that can output fat damage quickly, if you have the accuracy, it works damn well. G7 Scout is the light weapon equivalent of the heavy weapon brother, the Hemlock. Now, would I rather have the Scout or the Hemlock? Honestly, I would rather have the Hemlock. just because you can have 3 burst that shit. Yes, you can put double tap on the G7. I'm not really including any of these special things because there's not much of a difference up close, I guess. But honestly, I would rather have the Hemlock than a Scout. But Scout, again, same as the Hemlock, versatile. It can be a sniper, it can be up close. Overall, top tier. There's literally no doubt about it. The R301. Where am I going with this? Right there. Now, everyone hold up. There. That is the real destination. The R301 is better than the Scout in my opinion. The, I don't know. The R301 is insanely accurate, insanely high rate of fire, deadly in all circumstances. It's just, if I see an R301 on the ground, I'm picking it up almost every time. The Alternator. Boom. The Alternator I used to not like, but then I had Disruptor rounds, but then I didn't, and then I didn't like it again. But recently, over the last couple months, I've noticed the Alternator actually puts out fat damage, like insanely fat damage. And if you would ask me 2 months ago, I would have put the Alternator I don't know, down here or some shit with the not so best. But I don't know. The Alternator is. Come on, go in your spot. There we go. Alternator is a good gun in my opinion, better than these, and not as good as the Flatline. The RE45. You may be thinking I'm about to be joking you with this. I'm not. RE45 is the best gun in the game for me right now. It is extremely underrated. The fire rate, insane. The reload is borderline illegal. Okay, the reload speed is quite literally 4 seconds long. That made it seem like it was really long, because I guarantee you it's not 4 seconds. It's probably 1 second or some shit. But if I had the actual stats, I'd read it out. But the RE45 is I don't know. I never see anyone actually run an RE45. But when I run RE45 compared to every other gun, I swear it just flattens kids. So, moving on. P2020, get the fuck out. Actually, you're better than the L-Star. If I saw an L-Star in the P2020 off spawn, and I have 7 pred ranked guys on me, and we land at City or some shit, I'm picking up a P2020 versus an L-Star. I'm not even kidding you. P20 with hammer point. Yeah. I'll put it ahead of the regular Mozambique. Yeah, P20 with hammer point. If you got the trigger finger, you can do it. I feel like I'm pretty quick P20. I just feel like I get a lot more leverage out of the Mozambique hammer point. More blast radius, more closeness. I don't know. I don't even think that the critical rate for the hammer point on flesh is that much higher than the regular P20. So, you know. The Volt SMG recently added. Where shall we find you? In the top tier, baby. Yes, the Volt is one of my favorite guns in the game. I actually used to hate it when it went in. I was like, why is this such low damage garbage shit? But as with everything, got better with it. Volt is now my go-to energy gun in the game, aka used to be the Havoc, but the Volt is almost like an RE45, fast as fuck reload. The accuracy, the recoil is almost non-existent. But you know, I would rather take the Scout over the Volt. I'd rather take the R301 over the Volt, stuff like that. R99. What do we got here? We got it right there. Now, you might be saying, oh, you're crazy. Why would you have the R99 so low, even though it's in the good category above the EVA 8 Charge Rifle and Mastiff? Well, yes, R99, damage per second, #1 in the game. Pro training people use it all the time. I've seen clips of it, R99 just spraying kids. But honestly, I just don't do that well with the R99. I would rather take the alternator. I'd rather take the Volt. I would definitely rather take the RE45 to the R99. I don't know. I've just found myself in a lot of situations where the R99 just did not do what I wanted to do. So, so that's the list. We got I May Vomit, the worst guns in the game, with the P2020 and the L-Star in dead last. Not the best, below average Triple Take, Spitfire, P20 Hammerpoint, Mozambique, and Havoc. The, decent baby quality, decent category average. Wingman, Devotion, Sentinel, Hammerpoint, Mozambique. The above average good category, Flatline, Alternator, Longbow, R99, EVA 8, Charger Rifle, Mastiff. And the best of the best, in order in my top 5, number 5, the Volt. Number 4, the Scout. Number 3, the R301. Number 2, the Hemlock. And the number 1 gun in the game for me, the RE45. I wouldn't be surprised if I looked at 100,000 lists of weapon rankings and no one had the RE45 atop. I would guarantee you they would be like a below average gun on everyone's list. But yeah. And of course, if I had like the care package weapons on here, they'd be like top tier or some shit. But yeah, that is pretty much the list. So yeah. So there you have it. Weapons as of Season 7 ranked. I'm almost 100% sure your list looks completely different to mine. What is your go-to gun for Apex Legends? Let me know below. But for now, I'm your host, Cyberplanet Entertainment, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you want to support my channel, make sure to like and subscribe for future videos. I cover all areas of entertainment, from books to movies, TV shows, and games, all of the above. And if you're really dedicated, I do have my Patreon links in the description. Anything that's donated to my channel in any way necessary, half of it is going back to charity because it's the least I can do. So hopefully you enjoyed the video and have a great day. Peace.